Hey, I'm Sam, and I just got back from a 17-day trip to Copenhagen, Stuttgart, Munich, Venice, Florence, Rome, Athens, and now I'm catching up on the What I'm Doing Right Now videos I missed.
At work, I'm trying to do work, but up here in this light, there's some kind of insect walking around and it's distracting. How am I supposed to work under these conditions? What is it? Silverfish, maybe? I don't know. For some reason, Premiere has started doing this, which is not helpful. It just plays no audio from the actual video, it just plays that noise. Technology! Ooh. Is it time to shoot some scripts? I think it is. It's almost 9 p.m. I'm finally publishing this vlog, and I'm very annoyed with Adobe because this was the first video that, for a handful of reasons, we had to do in the newest version of Premiere Pro. I ranted about this some number of weeks ago. The new version of Premiere Pro is just saturated with bugs, and one in particular breaks the way that we enter text into Premiere and have it affect the After Effects composition that's nested within Premiere to display all of the end screen data and the anthropometry and the times that show up throughout the video. So this one required a lot of painstaking, handcrafted title stuff because the automatic stuff that I built just doesn't work in this version of Premiere. I'm kind of annoyed right now. But it's done, so I'm going home. I just got some breaking news. I was reading the Missoulian on my phone, which is one of the local newspapers here. If you guys remember that mercantile hearing thing that happened months ago, there was debate about whether or not to tear down a building known as the Mercantile here in Missoula because it's old and would be expensive to bring up to code. They've had trouble getting people to take up residence in the building. The city council just voted to demolish it. So it's going down. I think it's easier for me to make light of the situation because I'm a relative newcomer to Missoula. So that building doesn't hold the same sentimental value to me as it does for people who have lived here for a long time. Glenn is from Butte, which is not exactly Missoula, but growing up was the Merc an important thing?
It's always been important here for over 100 years, but I understand their point. I also think that they could save the facade and tell the story, but still repurpose the actual use of the land and the lot. So if there's compromise is a good one, but as it is, it isn't a sellable real estate endeavor.
I guess the agreement that the city has with whatever company that's doing the demolition and construction stuff, there's one corner of the building that they have to save, the corner that they're calling the pharmacy. That part has to, the facade of that part has to stay intact, and they can build the rest of the building out behind that, but it's like 95% of that building is coming down. I wonder if I'll be able to set up some cameras for the actual demolition. At the very least, I could probably get myself back into the old EcoGeek building and then shoot out that window that looks over the parking lot when that part goes down. I wonder how soon they're going to publish the dates for when they're going to tear it down, because then I could, if worse comes to worse, I could just rent one of the rooms in the hotel across the street. One of the buildings over there, like the people who own the rooms privately sometimes let them out for vacation rentals. I'm trying to think, like, where can I stick a GoPro in the building where it will survive the collapse, and I can go find it later.
You gotta contact the guy. I mean, send him a thing saying, hey.
I guess that's true.
Because he might be able to use it for his own.
Yeah. Should I feel guilty that I'm taking this much glee in the idea of this landmark coming down? I'm like, ooh, destruction, slow motion.
I don't know. I mean, there's history, but there's also progress, and, you know, the balancing of them. I'm very much into historic preservation, but if it cannot be used and it's sitting empty and derelict, is that a good use? Now I hope that they take all of the historical features and whatnot and hopefully repurpose them, get them into newer buildings that want some of those touches. I like that a lot. If it has to be torn down, I hope they do it responsibly.
There's the whole like copper awning thing out front on the Higgins Street side. That stuff is cool looking. Maybe we could get some and put it out on our balcony. I don't know, it felt like yesterday. Sometime within the last week, Hugh and I were talking about how we didn't understand why they wouldn't just preserve that whole side of the street, that whole facade there, instead of that one corner. But
yeah, imagine a nice, like it used to be a storefront, so there's big picture windows that used to display merchandise. But imagine as a nice hotel looking in and seeing the fireplace and the nice lobby and the people that coming in and going and having their coffee. It seems like it'd be a very warm and inviting thing to have.
yeah, the people with the money, they're gonna do the thing. Life lesson. People with money, they do the things.